The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
From the opening face-off on Friday to the national anthem on Saturday and the shootout victory over Ohio State in the series finale, Wisconsin's matchup with the Buckeyes at the Kohl Center was very entertaining. Now Mike Eaves takes his club on the road to play a very good Penn State team. I'm Brian Posick, radio voice for Wisconsin hockey, and the Badgers head coach joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
The Badger Hockey Digest is brought to you by Charter Communications.
Well, Mike, it was an entertaining series against Ohio State. We saw the game on Friday in which defensively your team was solid, and then Saturday kind of a shootout, and kudos to your club for rallying and forging that tie and getting the shootout win.
On Friday night, we gave up single-digit scoring chances against and had 16 ourselves. The difference was we didn't put the puck in the back of the net. The young goaltender, Frade, for Ohio State played very well. So, you kind of leave the ice. That's sometimes athletics. You do a lot of good things and you just can't score. Saturday night, we found ourselves down a couple times, but showed the resilience that this young team has, and we're able to get a couple goals in the last minute of each first and second period, and then find a way to get a tie. And really down the stretch, I thought we dominated. And as a result, we found a way to win the game in the shootout, which is really good for the boys. They come off the ice and they feel good about getting an extra point. And, we continue to go in the right direction. We continue to build, and it's fun to watch these young kids grow.
Yep, I agree. Badgers were shorthanded on Saturday without Cameron Hughes, without Patty Sexton, without Jed Soloway. You made an adjustment in that game on Saturday where you moved Adam Rockwood between Luke Kunin and Grant Bessie. Oftentimes coaches have a hunch, a feeling. Was that what you had?
Well, I think over the course of years, when you watch your teams during the course of the game, you kind of look for little indications of who's playing well. And there was a play in the first period in which Mr. Rockwood gave Luke kind of a really nice pass, and there was a little chemistry there. And with the score being the way it was, and we needed to generate something, we made the switch at the beginning of the second period. They scored right away, and they carried on through the whole game. So I think as an older coach, you kind of look for those moments, because sometimes you're going to have to make changes based on what's going on in the game and the chemistry and the energy that you're feeling from your players.
Adam Rockwood has that playmaking ability. Boy, he can sauce the puck, can he?
He can. And you know what? To his credit, which he doesn't talk about very, he's got a pretty good shot too. He's got a really good stick, and he's a pass-first kind of player, but he does have a good shot, and we encourage him to use that as well.
Yeah, and Luke Kunin can score the puck. He can make plays too, and he can agitate the opposition at times. We talked to Luke about his role on this team.
I think I'm a pretty skilled player, so I like to make plays, when I get the puck, and also, being a physical guy, hard to play against. I think, when I'm doing that, I'm playing my best. So
yeah, and we've seen it before the puck has been dropped before games. We were chatting a little bit with the opposition, maybe getting to a little skirmish. You had a couple of penalties during the Ohio State series. So is that just kind of setting a tone or sending a message to the opposition that, hey, we're here to play?
Yeah, a little bit. I think a lot of us were, pretty mad about the night before, kind of a little punch in the face there. So we came out hard and we're ready to go, and that's just kind of letting the guys know we're ready and ready to go for that game.
Yeah, you're not the largest in stature, but size doesn't matter, does it?
I don't think so. A lot of guys in the NHL now are pretty small, play hard, physical games. So I just, look at that and try to, mold my game after a lot of those kind of guys. So
yeah, and you can't back down, because if you do, the other team's going to take it from you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of guys on our team are really hard and physical. Like Wags, for example, small guy. You're not getting the puck from him unless you're taking a beating. So, I think a lot of us have that mindset.
Luke's just a well-rounded player. He can do so many different things for you, can't he?
He really can. I think it's all based on, when he starts the game, he likes to set the table by making sure the other player knows he's there.
Sure.
He's ready to play. He wants to play hard, but then he does a lot of things. He's got a nice skill package. He has hockey sense. He can see the plays. He's got the skill set to go along with that to make plays. And then he's got what some people call an NHL type of shot in terms of his ability to get it off and the hardness of his shot. So he's got a lot of things going for him, and he's a key pin for us.
Right. Badgers take their game to Happy Valley, Hockey Valley they call it, to take on Penn State this weekend. We'll preview the series against the Nittany Lions in just a moment.
Game night.
That magical weekly gathering where lands are conquered. And you get trapped in the dungeon that is your bedroom. But you've got blazing fast Spectrum internet. So Kevin and his friends have enough bandwidth to play together. And you have enough left over to find a new apartment. Get 60 megabits of dragon-slaying speed with Spectrum internet. Where will it take you?
This is Andrew Zielsdorf. He plays hockey. This is leukemia. It's bad business. This is Andrew's oncology team. They love Andrew. They don't like leukemia. And thanks to them, Andrew is now cancer-free. Booyah. They are the world-renowned physicians, scientists, and nurses at the American Family Children's Hospital, pioneers in pediatric cancer care. UW Health. Remarkable.
Before we get to Penn State, I know one thing that you and Luke Strand and J.B. Bittner have been working on in practice is your defensive work, not only in the zone, but as the opposition, attacks the zone. Certainly did a nice job of it on Friday. I know Ohio State can fly, as we talked about, too, but everything with a young team is a work in progress, isn't it?
It is, and, it's funny when you talk about our team. I have run into Greg Gard in the halls, and he's talking about the same kind of things with his young team. So it is a process, and we feel that we're making progress. And Friday night was an indication, and we will continue to work at that. As a matter of fact, today in practice, that's our theme. So, and even with our older teams that we've had, you continue to pound away at that because in the end, your ability to play without the puck well in those situations is where they're going to dictate whether you win championships or not.
Yeah, we've also spoken often about your team not being able to hold double goal leads or multiple goal leads. But one thing your team is doing is rallying from down 2 goals or late in a period or late in a game and avoiding defeat. And that's quite a quality.
I'd have to go back and take a look, but in chatting with you right now, how many times have we been down and able to come back to the relationship? How many times have we been up?
And 5 times.
Yeah, so you know that. So it's kind of interesting. But our ability to come back is in a direct relationship to the resilience of a team that's got a young heart. And they just keep playing. And I think they realize that's one of their strengths, and that's a good thing to have in your pocket.
Yep. Wisconsin's young, Penn State not so much. Very veteran team, a lot of really good players, led by Kenny Brooks, one of the top scorers in the Big Ten, Curtis Loic, Chase Berger, Dylan Richard. I mean, you can go up and down the line. Eric Scheid, whose dad used to play here at Wisconsin. This is a very opportunistic team. Better 5-on-5 than really on the power play, but boy, they'll shoot the puck from anywhere. And they're tough in their building, too.
Yeah, they are, and they go to the net hard. A lot of the qualities that you would think a good team would have, and one of the reasons their records is as it is because they play hard and they're a veteran team.
Yep, they're 13-4-3 overall, and you're only 3 points behind them in the Big Ten standings, so a chance to maybe move up into the third place spot in the Big Ten, which would be awfully nice before you come back home.
It would, and you know what? I think we've talked about it a couple times already. The Big Ten is a league that if you strap your hard hat on well and you go out and play well, you got a chance to get some points.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, Brian.
Sure, that's Badgers coach Mike Eaves. Wisconsin and Penn State Friday night. The game starts at 5:30. You can watch it on the Big Ten Network. And then Saturday's game starts at 5 o'clock Central. That will be on ESPNU. For Mike Eaves, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.